Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be diving deeper into the Jasper AI recipes, more specifically how you can write a blog post using Jasper AI and the recipe that they give you. If you'd like to follow along, I will put my link in the description, and if you click that, not only can you get a free trial, but many bonus words. Let's begin. So this is going to be the main dashboard. Once you are there, you're going to want to go to the recipes section. That's where there are going to be plenty of them, and eventually you're going to come across the blog post one, which I clicked on. It has a tutorial in case you need some more information, but what you can do is pretty much follow along using this. What I like about recipes is it's kind of like, you're baking a cake and they give you recipes where you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And I'm going to follow through and walk along just so you have more idea how it can be used to very quickly create your blog post. So let's click on run. All right, and so there we have it. Write a brief topic for, write a brief for the topic. So the topic's the only thing that you're going to need to do. Given the fact I am creating this in December, let's do why Christmas is one of the best holidays. Okay, obviously you can enter that in with whatever it is you want to do. And also I want to go over here. Probably the shortcuts are something you're going to want to look into. So the shortcuts. So if you want to write your next sentence or run a Jasper command, these are probably going to be some of the most popular ones. So what happens, say with control, I have a PC, so this would be control and enter for me. When you put it after it, what it's going to do is erase that and then write it. Okay. And if you want to write more, this one is going to mostly be control and J, like if you want to continue on. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to hold control and hit enter. Okay, so in a world, it's a time of joy, peace, and family bonding that no other holiday can provide. From decorating our homes to exchanging gifts, so on and so forth. This article will discuss why Christmas is the best holiday. So good. What we can do is copy this right here. I'm going to put it in the content brief or description. Okay, so I can actually get rid of this, most of it. Next, what I want to do is copy this. So now we want some blog title ideas. And I don't know, let's see. Medium is fine. So about how Christmas is one of the most celebrated holidays in the world. Same thing. I'm going to hold control and hit enter. Christmas, the most celebrated holiday of the year. How Christmas unites people around the world. A deeper look at why we love to celebrate Christmas. I like that one. That one's actually pretty good. Perfect. So that can be our title. So next, what we want to do is write an introduction. So let's move to after, write an introduction. Once again, we'll do control, hold control, and hit enter. Okay, so what I want to do is just move this. So this can be our H1. This is our title. Christmas is one of the most beloved holidays for many around the world. It's a time to come together, so on and so forth. But what makes it so special? Why do people look forward to it every year? Answer lies within a lot of things here. It's going to kind of skim very quickly. What we also want to do is just go down to the next one. Write a blog outline for this. So we have our introduction, but we need the middle sections, right? So once again, I'm going to hold control and hit enter right here. I'm going to keep it rolling. I'm not going to cut through, so you can just kind of quickly look at these. I'm not going to go through all of them because once I do one or two, you're going to understand how you can utilize it for the rest of them. So introduce the importance of Christmas and why it's celebrated, discuss how Christmas brings people together, explore some of the unique traditions associated with the holiday, examine the meaning behind exchanging gifts and cards. I'm going to do on Christmas. So I'm going to pick a few of these out, or maybe two. Let's see. Introduce the importance of Christmas and why it's celebrated. That's good. Let's see, what was that other one? Examine the meaning behind exchanging gifts. That'll be another one. And let's see, sure, let's do this. These are going to be the three I'll work with. So if you want to write more content, you would just obviously use more subheadlines. So what I can do, write about, let's put this right here, and let's copy this. We're just putting in pretty much the headline into this outline item. Okay, so write about the importance of Christmas and why it's celebrated. Also, what we can do if we want to, make it even more unique, there's a cool little trick I figured out by watching a tutorial. If you put 3 stars, that means it's going to ignore the content that was written there, so it's not going to be anything like too similar. So once again, I'm going to put my cursor after this, hold control, and hit enter. Okay, and also something I want to notice, this is medium content length. So what I can do, I'm going to hit Control and Z. Let's go back. And let's say I want longer content. So same thing, control and enter. And wow, we got a lot of content there. I was going to add more to it, but you see we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty lengthy paragraphs there. So I can remove this. Let's just do, we don't need to do introduce, so we can just do the importance of, right? You know, you can make that all caps too. I'm not going to go too much with like the wordsmithing and changing things around. You know, that stuff's like the technical stuff you can obviously edit around, but just kind of looking at it here, you know, quickly scanning through, everything seems to be on track. Okay, examine the meaning behind exchanging gifts and cards on Christmas. So let's put this right here. Write about the meaning. And just like that, once again, let's put our cursor here, control and enter. Right, and that was a lot of content very quickly. Once again, let's make this an H2. Giving and receiving, exchanging gifts. They talk about the tradition is also rich in meaning. Like dates like this, obviously you're gonna have to fact check. I don't know if that's correct. Obviously, I'm not too savvy on stuff like that back in 1843, right? But once again, let's just do our last one here in terms of what we have to write about. And let's see, write about how Christmas has evolved over time and what it means today. Perfect. I'm going to hold control and hit enter. Let's see, it's funny. It's also an opportunity for us to reflect on our blessings from the preceding year while looking forward to brighter days ahead. And obviously, you're going to want to change that like 2023. Okay, so as you can see, that was a lot of content very quickly. And of course, I like talking through and, you know, telling you what you need to do here, what buttons to press, and so on and so forth. Right now we have 1,200 words, and you can see very easily just how much more words you can add, because we only did 3 of the bullet points and there's probably like 7. You could also add in your own if you had something specific, okay? So write a blog conclusion on, we could do outline 1, 2, 3. I think it's just better to go to the title and say like a deeper look at why we love Christmas. So I'm just going to undo that, copy it, put it back. And then so write a blog conclusion on, I did that so the heading wouldn't be all messed up, on why we love to celebrate Christmas. Perfect. Once again, putting the mouse there, holding control and hitting enter. And I'm going to kind of like just go with it so we can read it at the same, well, not read it that fast, but let's do this. Conclusion. We'll make this an H2. Perfect. Time of peace, joy, bonding. Let's see, from decorating our homes, whether you celebrate it or with loved ones, don't forget why we celebrate it as a reminder of hope, love, and goodwill towards others that will last just beyond one season. So overall, that was 1,300 words. I'm not sure how long this is. I'll be able to see once like the video is done, but that's what you can do with recipes. Recipes are cool because it gives you the steps that you need to follow. Plus, there's going to be a little bit more. That's why I wanted to show you the shortcodes here. Like if you have a Mac or PC, it's going to change. For example, if you're on a Mac, it's CMD plus J. But if you're on a PC, you're just going to control instead of CMD. Like these are going to be switched out there. Those are some of the 2 most important commands that I think you're going to want to use. Like for example, if you got something and it wasn't long enough, that's where you can do the control plus J or CMD plus J for it to continue on where it previously left off. There are some other ones like control Z I use a lot for undo. There's some other stuff like formatting and hyperlinks. We probably don't need too much. It's not as important, but that's the bread and butter when it comes to using the Jasper recipes. More specifically, how you can write a blog post using it. Pretty simple stuff, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll also have my link in the description for your free trial and many bonus words. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.